Hey everybody, it's Wakeangel2K1, and well, I guess I kind of have to do this because I was one of the ones that did the initial trailer reaction to the Sonic movie, but it would appear the day after the Sonic movie trailer first premiered, the makers of the movie released a tweet or something that said that they saw the criticisms and are changing Sonic's design for the movie to something that'll satisfy the fans more. And that's fine. I mean, I tried to be lenient, but even I had severe problems with his design. Like, personally, like the fact that he's not wearing gloves and his shoes have laces were the things that I really couldn't get past. I was willing to give most of the other stuff a pass, letting it irritate me, but I was willing to suck it up. But you know, the point is that they're changing it, and something occurred to me. I now have a theory that Paramount was using that trailer as market research. Hear me out here. I do remember back in 2017, Paramount released this movie called Monster Trucks. It was I believe it was kind of a flop, but it had a $125 million budget and a really problematic history. The thing with Monster Trucks is that it was an original concept. It wasn't based on anything except, monster trucks. But it was supposed to be a movie about literally a truck that was driven by a monster inside of it. And the movie came out in 2017, but it was originally supposed to be released in 2015. And I do believe that, along with all the other problems that the movie was having during its production, I think an initial problem was that they went through all the effort of making the movie, and then when they first showed it in test screenings, the design of the monster that lived inside the truck was off-putting. Children didn't like it. They wouldn't want to buy toys of it. They were scared of it. So they had to redo all the CGI effects for the creature that lived inside the truck, which, probably is why it came out 2 years later and had no hopes of making a return on its budget after that. I'm speculating that error has probably driven Paramount to try and be a little bit more careful when they have to make new designs like this, especially for a design so instantaneously recognized and iconic as Sonic. I mean, all the various incarnations of the cartoons and the video games that we've seen Sonic change his shape in, there is some acceptable leeway in Sonic's design that people will accept, and I think they were trying to see how far they could push it. Let me tell you, in the same year that Detective Pikachu was coming out, showing that you can make realistically rendered Pokemon without having to massively change the way they look, I think that was probably the worst time for them to ever come out with their video game movie when it has to be compared to Detective Pikachu. Looking forward to seeing Detective Pikachu, by the way. It's not far off from release at this point. So I'm guessing what they did was that they only rendered Sonic just enough to cut that trailer. Like, I'm betting if you go to the rough cuts where they have... If you went to their studio now, went to their rough cuts where they have all the footage for the film, and you look at it, you're going to see, like, for 99% of the film, Sonic is going to be like a wireframe skeleton. Something to move around so that they know where all the animation cues go, but I'm guessing he probably isn't rendered in there. The reason I'm saying this is because they only rendered enough of him for that trailer, for that 2 or 3 minutes worth of footage. And they wanted to gauge our reaction, and if they got positive feedback from it, then they would render that for the entire film, and if not, then they have time to tweak the design and make changes before committing to it. That's what I'm guessing they did. Now, they have only about 7 months before the movie comes out, so I'm wondering, like, how big a staff do they have in their CGI department? But I'm thinking that that's what happened. Like, they actually want to make sure that Sonic that Sonic looks good, and they wanted to have an excuse to change it. That's what my guess is. Also, like, look at this. I'm making a video about this again. It's all more press. We're giving them free advertising. We're saying, hey, let's see the Sonic movie. Look at that. Aha. Like, people who think it's going to be bad are thinking that it's going to be so bad it's good. And then, of course, you have people like me who actually looked past the way that Sonic looked and tried to pick out all the other stuff from the trailer. And, you know, we went with that. I'm guessing that's kind of what happened. Like, they were actually using that first trailer as a final way to get some feedback for their character design so that they could change it. Oh, and the trains went by. Also, tomorrow is Free Comic Book Day. Remember, first Saturday in May is Free Comic Book Day. So, you know, like, head over to your local comic shops. Alright, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. I think that it was really a calculated risk that they put out the trailer with that render of Sonic, and that they had always fully intended to tweak the design later on the line, and they just wanted to get some feedback and suggestions. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Like, it's no big conspiracy theory. Don't hold me to any of this. I'm not saying that they did anything dishonest or that this is all a way to get free stuff. Like, they're testing the waters. Like, that's on the plus side, I could say that this is genuine concern for the opinions of fans. You know, that's always a good thing if they have genuine concern for our opinions. So, yeah, it's Wakeangel 2001, and I'm still pretty hopeful that the Sonic movie will actually be quite good.